Communicating with the active, curious communicator requires certain interpersonal skills. One of them is selflessness. How does that work? Well, follow me and we'll explore. Hi, I'm Jen Joseph from Envisage Executive Coaching, Releasing Your Confidence. So what does selflessness require? You know, one of the key things that we find with good communicators is that they don't interpret the person's response onto themselves. If the person isn't responding, they don't just turn inwardly and go, oh, I'm no good, I'm hopeless, I'm useless. Or if the person they're communicating with has a load of negativity, they don't read it onto themselves and interpret that they're either going to be the recipient of the barrage or they're the cause of the ill feelings. They remain neutral and selfless. In this instance, they are saying to themselves, this is not about me. Now, this is when two-way communication works well, because we have this situation. One of the times when good communication really works is when you can say to yourself, as you're watching and reading getting the feedback, you can then say to yourself, am I responding to this in any way from an emotional position? If I am, what is my trigger? Now, you can do this very, very quickly. I mean, obviously I'm speaking this out, but in your mind, this can occur very fast, very, very quickly. And so you can be saying to yourself, if I am responding, what is this message that I have going on internally? Now, because you can do that, you can quickly shut down any attempt to connect yourself into the story of the other person and just listen to the other person. This selflessness allows the other person's space. And when you can do that, that is also part of the finessing of building rapport. Because now the individual feels like, oh my gosh, this person cares about me. They care what I have to say. I can now begin the road down to trusting that they are going to hold a space of confidence for me. Okay, so when is selflessness necessary or important? Now, when selflessness works best is not in an attempt to give direction or to continue to convey the message. Now this space can actually open up to explore, to probe about what is going on. Now, this probing is effective for a good communicator because in that moment, any objections that arise can be overturned quickly and not left to develop. Thoughts are amazing in that if you allow them space, they will bury themselves, they'll dig deep roots and grow big branches. So at the moment you are detaching yourself from the person's story and allowing them to tell the story, you have increased your kudos with that individual and your ability to influence them, because now they have the space to convey even more of the story of me. That is key. Now, that makes you an active listener. And when you become an active listener, you are actually able to, believe it or not, reinforce a better attitude, a better mode of thinking about the problem, because now you can challenge assumptions from a position of authority that the person perhaps was not accustomed to, but you make sense now. Because you've heard their story, you now make sense. And so you can influence now the direction in which they move. So selflessness is one of those intrapersonal skills, allows you the space to create that safe room for individuals to communicate. And that can happen whether it's a one-to-one or you're on stage presenting a message. That can happen. And I'd like you to also develop a journal habit now to record the times when you have been communicating certain messages and what you felt and how you responded, because this is key to increasing your ability to communicate. How you can detach yourself and say, this is not about me, this is about the individual. I'm going to listen to them because what's going on with me right now is not about this particular conversation. Okay, this is Jen Joseph, releasing your confidence. And should you want to contact me, I am available at info@eecoaching.co.uk. Bye for now.